What's up, guys? Today I made a parody t-shirt that I thought was really funny based on kind of an inside joke with some friends where we claim that one of our friends is like a world famous DJ. Of course, it's not true, but nobody really needs to know. It's kind of easy to convince people that really anybody off the street could be a famous DJ. And I was like, you know what? This might make a good video topic because I think it came out pretty darn good. So my intent is just to walk you through exactly how I did it and show you the end result. So let's get to it. So most of the real magic happened in a couple graphic design apps, but first, of course, I got to get a good picture of my buddy. So I went to his Facebook page, stalked him a little bit behind the scenes, found a picture that I thought would look believable, that it could potentially be like a DJ logo. So I then took that photo into Photoshop and I cut out the head that I thought would be easy to use in a design. I then pull that over here to cartoonize.net. If you guys have seen me use this in the past, it does what it sounds like. It lets you cartoonize photos really easily. One of the things I really like about it, though, is that if I load in a graphic that's not high resolution, for instance, the one that I was able to pull off Facebook was definitely not a high resolution image. When you run it through Cartoonize, it outputs it and it basically smooths everything over, and it almost doesn't matter if you started with like a really high res image or a low res image like I did in this case. So after I ran it through Cartoonize, here you've got a little bit of a smoothed out version of what I wanted, and then I actually took that version and ran a couple more filters on it to get this version. All right, and I'm thinking more like kind of a flat, you'll see when you see the output, the finished result of what I envisioned on the t-shirt. But I like this, and I actually envisioned it going on a sport gray or heather gray t-shirt. So I was thinking more like a two-tone might work, and ultimately I ended up taking that graphic, running it through Photoshop, just changing the image settings to grayscale. So I took the output from Cartoonize, set it to grayscale, and got this, which is pretty much exactly what I needed for what I envisioned for this shirt. But now how do I make an actual good design? This is where I jump on over to Kittl, which has so many good templates. All right, they have just a ton of different templates. I ended up really liking this nurse practitioner, doctor kind of template. I don't know. The nice thing about Kittl is there's so many templates. Not that you have to use the templates, but you guys already know. All right, I'm not trying to make this any harder on myself than it needs to be. If someone can make a really beautiful template and I can just kind of tailor it to my needs, I'm going to do that all day. So I really liked the potential that I saw in this one. But also, I mean, guys, you can just scroll and scroll and scroll through Kittl, and there's endless possibilities. Like something like this also probably could have worked for, you know, making a little fake DJ shirt. You know, I wanted it to look over the top professional because that's part of the joke, right? It's that you got to make it believable. But anyways, guys, check out Kittl. I will put a link to them in the description. This is the template that I started off with. Now I had to, of course, change the text. You can click in. I think at the top I put like number one DJ, something like that. And you can see when you change the text, it just automatically applies the, you know, text warping and whatnot. If you want to make any customizations here, if you can see over my shoulder here, I'm trying to do the reverse green screen point. You can apply all these effects here on the sidebar. Kittl does make it pretty easy to, you know, to do that. And it all runs in a web app, by the way. If you've never used Kittl, it runs in your web browser. So this is a graphic design app that can be used to make funny t-shirts where you're just pranking your friend like I'm doing here. You can use it to make, you know, t-shirts that you sell on Amazon. You can do a lot of things. You can do posters. They have a bunch of poster templates that are really good. You could do KDP book covers, KDP book interiors. Really, it's endless possibilities. So let me just jump forward to what I ultimately use this for. So this is the first version of the shirt that I created. Really a simplistic, really two-tone approach. So you can see I actually did kind of depart from the initial template, but actually the first version I made utilized more of the template. I'll show you both, and I'll also show you how they look against the heather gray, because then you'll see kind of how I envisioned it. But one thing I like about Kittl, amongst many things, is that check out the distressed effect that it applies. I love that worn, distressed look, and I just wanted to show you guys. I'm going to move myself on the screen again. Over down here in the bottom right corner, it says layers. If you click that, you can see the top layer says check texture, and I can just turn it on or off. If I do turn it on, you can then, and you actually click it, there's a clip content little switch that you can enable. And as long as you keep that enabled, it basically treats it as if you're distressing the graphic, so that if we sold this on a black shirt, on a white shirt, on any color shirt, it lets the background, the actual shirt, show through, which is how we should be doing it, honestly, in my opinion, rather than like applying it to the graphic itself. So this is definitely how I would recommend doing it. And I love that Kittl added this functionality. And of course, the rest of the layers are also here as well, but I just wanted to mention that. And when you download your files, don't forget, in the top right corner, you click download. Make sure you have remove background enabled, okay? And then I downloaded it as a transparent PNG. So that's what, of course, the remove background does for us. Now, I also wanted to show you the other edits that I had done to this design, which I'm just going to undo a bunch of my edits that I recently made. Sorry for interrupting. I wanted to let you know that linked in the description, you can find my free print-on-demand mini course that is completely new for 2023. If you sign up, it'll help you get your first sale. And down there, you'll find a link to my print-on-demand Facebook group. I hope you'll join the community. And there you go. I just rolled back the edits I made because this is version 1 of the design that I initially worked on. And as you can see here, I utilized the full template from the nurse practitioner to the #1 DJ in the world. We say his name is like Levi Goldstein, which is just made up. And 2023 World Tour. I don't know. Whatever you kind of wanted it to say, you can kind of work that into the template. Or you can even kind of click in and remove the elements as you saw in the first design that I made here. You don't actually have to utilize the full template elements. So feel free to, manipulate them as you see fit. So here are the 2 designs that I made for, our fake world famous DJ. Now he's slightly more famous having been in this video. And of course I went in and I mocked them up on some t-shirts that I ultimately did purchase because it's going to be hilarious. I didn't tell anybody that I was going to do this. And unless they see this video, they're not going to know. And the next time we go, to a concert or something, I'll rock my DJ Levi Goldstein official t-shirts. So just wanted to share that with you guys in case you've ever wanted to know how this can be done. This is just a nice, easy way of doing what I thought was pretty professional, and I didn't have the best initial graphic to work with. Just as a reminder, the graphic I pulled off Facebook was really low quality, low resolution, but I still made it work, and I think it came out really well. So check out Kittl. I'll also drop a link to Cartoonize in case you feel like you want to utilize that in your efforts. Thanks for watching though, guys. Please hit that like button and subscribe on your way out. If you have any questions or ideas for future content, Kittl related, for instance, let me know. I'll also link to some of my past videos with Kittl in the description. All right, guys, thanks. I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.